Welcome everybody to the Intelligent Aces podcast, episode number 63. I forgot my spiel again. This has been happening a lot lately. I'm getting old. I am your host, MainAceChase, the main ace of Intelligent Aces. We are Nemo Mimiless for now, but I do have a special guest, Nightingale. Welcome in, Nightingale. How's it going?
Hello there. Hanging in there.
I
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm missing a few assets here that
Well, you're
you're
not
probably used to looking at.
animated.
So, yeah. I'm this thing called 3D. I live in a very pay to win world, and it sucks.
Yeah,
But I'm happy to be here.
yeah. It's
Also,
it's
make sure we
unfair.
do a stream check to make sure everything's unmuted.
Yeah,
Yep, we're
should be
good. I hear
unmuted.
myself. So we're good.
I muted
We don't want
myself.
to have those oopsie daisies that
So
tend to show up on your.
yeah, so I need to take this out. So when I do my start screen on OBS, I
Mhm.
need to just take the mic off of that one. That
Yep.
way I don't have to, because I switch over to it and I mute myself. But if I didn't have the mic
Correct.
even on that scene,
Yes,
I just
and
need to
that's
do
what I
it.
do for mine.
Damn.
In case I do have one that I mute, like because I start like a lot of my streams start with the game still up when I turn my thing, like just open it up. So I had a habit. I always mute that in case for whatever reason I do hit the go live button for whatever reason. But once I click over to the soon screen, the sound's gone. So, and then it's just do I remember to unmute when I click over? So, but I totally get that. It's happened to all of us more than once.
Yeah.
Admit it. So, but yeah, hopefully we have a wonderful little bee show up and you actually get something good to look at instead of my gruff mug. So,
I'm trying to find the future game showcase.
yeah,
Hosted
I missed the
by.
funny number by 6. I got to come back in 6 weeks for the funny
Oh
number.
yeah. I don't know. I've been guessing what episode I'm on each week. I really don't. I should go back and count. I think
Well, I
this
mean,
is
at this point, just
63.
canonize it. You're at 63 and
Yeah.
fuck it, and you go from here on out
But the
because
thing is, like, I may
in
say it's
6 weeks.
63 next week. That's the
Well,
problem.
we're gonna have to keep you honest so that when the funny number shows up, it's like, oh
Yeah.
yeah. But 63 of them, man, I'm proud of you. I remember the first one, the very first one.
Yeah, man. It was back in the day.
Lots changed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's come around. I still enjoy doing it week to week. Now I do have my feel sorry for myself episodes where I just want to delete everything and stop being on the disappear. You know.
Yeah, you got to have your recharge moment. It's
Yeah.
okay. We're not gonna judge you.
Games ready. Get the fuck signing up for shit. Trying to find this game I was telling you about. It's really aggravating that I can't find it. Lots of party games.
Is that like the new meta in games right now?
Well, it feels like
Or is it just
so.
what?
So like Lethal Company and stuff got super popular. Or Among Us before that was super popular, and like there's
But
a
didn't Among Us really only get popular because of COVID and everybody
well,
was just indoors
well
and because it was
streamers.
already out?
Well, streamers made it really. It those kind of party games became really big, and then you
Mhm.
got into like Lethal Company got really big, and all these other. There's a lot of that
'Cause
now.
like I said, my recollection of Among Us is it was already out for a year or so, and it was a dead game, quote unquote, according to Steam. And then because everybody was locked up and indoors, streamers were finding random games, and it got popular. One person brought it up, and it kind of exploded overnight, and everybody was like, "Oh, this new game!" And then they're like, "Actually, it's not really that
Is that
new."
making my? Is that making my?
No, I'm seeing your thing. Um, Actually, let's Google this. Among Us release date. Yeah, it was already 2 years old when
Yeah,
COVID hit, and that's when it
they got
exploded.
big during.
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. Is I remember it that it wasn't like because everybody was talking about how this new game, and then somebody actually came out and said the correction, be like, well, technically they necroed it because it was dead. Like it had a small fan base that played it, but because everybody got locked indoors, they started looking around for, well, what can we do? Found it and kaboom.
No, I was looking through the list here. I came across one, but I don't remember seeing it on the trailers list. It's called Death Round.
Is this a Kojima game or?
No, yeah, Death Ground. Death Ground received a brand new gameplay trailer during this year's spring showcase, eliminating the latent tension in this dinosaur survival horror game coming to PC. I'm actually really curious about that. Must have missed that. Dinosaur survival horror. Sign me up. Go. I missed. I missed out on Dino Crisis. Like I remember it back in the day. I remember it coming out. I just
Mhm.
wasn't really into those games at that time. And now old game.
Dino Crisis
Yeah.
was what?
No, it was PlayStation.
Nintendo? Was it?
Yeah, yeah. What came out with Resident Evil?
Well, hold on? What was the game?
Yeah, it was a Capcom game. It came out kind of alongside Resident Evil. Same time period.
Ah, it's Turok.
Yeah, yeah. Turok was 64 though
That
too.
yeah, that's the game I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of. Okay. God, that's a blast from the past. Actually, I can say I never owned it.
Never owned Turok.
Yep, I never played it.
I played I played different versions of it. Um it wasn't bad or nothing. Like it was one of those that had like super silly weapons. Like you could shoot this like drill that would like go like when if you hit an enemy with it, it'd like
Mm,
make its burrow its way up the body and then it would explode the head. Even if you hit them anywhere, like it had this like crazy weirdo kind of weapon style stuff in it.
mhm. Okay. But that was the dinosaur game I was thinking of. So yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
Turok. Well, and there was like multiple Kingmakers is this one. Yeah, so there was multiple um Turok ones that came out. Like the last one was like I want to say PS3, like PS3. Was but at that point it was just like a single player,
Mhm,
you know, shooter with on rail shooter with no story. Now those are kind of going away at the time.
mhm. Okay.
Kingmakers is this one. Redemption Road game showed up this year's spring showcase. Anachronistic siege simulator. You take on knights with modern weaponry, drive trucks through cavalry fields, coming to and it's like physics based. Like you drive through like armies. Shit.
Okay.
So that one looks fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna watch some of these trailers.
Cool, cool.
Find them.
And just for the record, for anybody watching, I'm somewhat out of the game loop right now because my life revolves around my laptop.
Yeah, man. So how's that coming along? About ready to publish?
Getting there.
Gonna go on a book
I'm working
tour?
on the absolute final edit right now where we've got 6 images left for the inner art.
So
And then
is it so it's a novel, but it's got you've got like what different like every chapter you've got art. Is that how it's gonna work? Or
so the system's broken down like this. It's going to be a 25 volume series, so 25 books.
uh huh.
One volume houses 4 chapters, 4 main ideas, and then inside that chapter is the story that tells kind of the theme of that idea. But it's a progressive story, so you're going to see it from point A, and it's going to chronologically move to point B at the very end. Inside right now, what the goal is that the inner art of the story is going to be 3 images per chapter based on my word count is what we're aiming for. So the average book right now is sitting around 55 to 57,000 out of the 10 I have written so far. Um, and when doing rough math, three seems to be the middle ground of being able to hit some kind of key points, because it was first just let's see what made good like imagery, like what would look good on paper to see drawn. So I made notes of that. Then as I started really breaking that process down, I started looking, I was like, you could almost divide the chapter by three equally, um, in terms of like page count, word count, whatever you wanted to do. And it happened to pop it almost at three very key elements every time, mathematically working out unplanned like that. So,
Hmm.
but the idea that I'm looking at is basically to get three. I don't want to just cram them literally 3 pages back to back to back. Um, I'm trying to spread it out so that you can see different things, different emotions, and stuff like that. But the art so far
Cool. I'm super
is
looking
coming
forward.
through. Yeah.
Super looking for.
Uh,
Were you gonna try to do kind of like Kickstarter deal or whatever?
nope, it's all coming out of my pocket. Fucking mad lad in it, and I hate it.
Tried to
I
do a
hate it.
Kickstarter months ago.
Well, so I had thought I talked to I you know like I think about stuff like that a lot, but the issue is I'm trying to get it to where it's ready to go on book 1 and that we can jump into book 2. And the issue with pre-orders is it's the hang up of you have to have a delivery date on it. And right
Yeah.
now, because of all the issues I've had with, you know, where we had the original artist Ghost,
Right.
I don't want to say it's dropping this date. That's the whole reason why I haven't even released anything about like actually mentioned the project's name, mentioned what the character is, what the story is about. There's a reason I haven't said that, because it's not that the story is going to change. It's this way. It's not hung up in me saying it's going to come out, because one of my original release dates was going to be uh a year and a half ago.
Oh shit.
Well, that clearly didn't happen.
You missed it.
I thought I was gonna get it last year, but getting the art was moving way slower than I wanted it to. And then we did the character redesign where we just kind of moved away from the original concept artist, and went into a kind of a new look. So chapter 1 is completely done in terms of art. Chapter 2 is about halfway done. Chapter 3 has one done because we needed a character for the other artist. I've got 3 artists working on it. One's doing character design, one's doing the major big pieces, so like the covers for the chapters and the book, and then one is doing all the inner art because of just needing to have to move over that
Yeah.
much. So I
Yeah.
can say that I'm 90% sure you will see this book probably before the end of summer.
Sweet. Heck yeah. I'm super excited, man. I already told you.
So
Give me a damn code so I can buy it already. Shit.
we'll get you there.
Yeah.
For you, I think it's easy enough. I can probably get you a real one because I'm going to do some special edition like hardcover stuff.
Cool.
So
I
I'll
fucking got your PayPal numbers somewhere. I can fucking just send you money straight up.
you could.
You know what I mean? So we'll figure it
Yep.
out. Uh
True.
yeah, man. That's awesome. I need to get I wish I could like steer my hyper focuses. And I kind of
Hmm.
can, but I just haven't
Hmm.
done it.
Yeah.
I need to get back on my board game.
Yep.
I haven't
Because that was
done.
fun.
I haven't touched anything about it since the last time we played.
I signed an NDA
There's no
just
NDA.
as
There's
the
nothing
thing, so I
secret.
totally can't talk about it.
There's no
But I'm just gonna say it was pretty awesome.
there's no secrets. Like it's I ain't but the thing about it is so to get myself in the mood for it, like I need to start watching like
Yeah.
that puts me in the mood for it. Same with honestly, weirdly enough, it's like getting my brain wrapped around these things, like health and fitness and stuff. Like if I start
Yeah.
putting health and fitness videos in my algorithm that start
Hmm.
auto playing, then I want to be more healthy because it fresh in my mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, here's how if you want to get fit and healthy, just look at RFK doing a workout in jeans at like 60 something years old.
oh,
And you're
I
just
know.
going, oh my God. Well, nope, never mind. I'm going to go be fat on the couch over there. And I'm going to
Well,
rot away.
it's not
That
that.
man
It's just
is,
like I'm tired. I don't like being fat, and I did really good last year, but I'll go, which is why I'm back to. I tried getting back on keto and carnivore again. I did it pretty solid for about almost a month, and I had no.
mm,
The previous
really.
time when I did it, like after 2 weeks, I was down like 15 pounds, and then this time, like being pretty strict, reducing my caloric intake by a lot. I wasn't having any results. So I'm right now to get, I guess, to kind of prepare myself or to get my brain in the right spot. I've started doing intermittent fasting again up
Mhm.
until this weekend, where I'm actually going to do a full 48-hour fast, maybe the little.
Yeah.
So like tomorrow, I'm going to eat all the way up until about 6 o'clock. After six
Yeah.
o'clock tomorrow night, that's it. Just water only until Monday. So
Okay.
I will not eat anything Saturday, all day Sunday, and then sleep. Uh, so the sleep time. So Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night will actually extend the time out, and then I will eat. That's the plan, and we'll see how far I'll make it. I'm gonna try to go all weekend. Just water
Just
only,
have an emergency Snicker bars for when you turn into a Karen on somebody. Just
dude.
saying.
Dude, let me tell you, just me starting out with my internet, like I'm a cranky mo. I am cranky. I told
Oh god.
my roommate, I was like, "Are you gonna be home this weekend?" She's like, "No, it's my birthday. I'm gonna go out, be out of town." I was like, "That's good."
Good. Good
Because
good
I'm
good
gonna
good for
be,
you.
I will bite your fucking head off. I guarantee it.
Oh gosh. That's gonna be
I
great.
feel like it's gonna be worse than when I quit because like you get pretty cranky when you're not on nicotine,
Yeah.
and like when I quit smoking, like I didn't really have. Okay, so when I quit smoking, I vaped.
Yep.
I got to it was like 2 or 3 months after that, and then I was like I ran out one day, and I was like, that's it. I'm not gonna buy no more, and I quit vaping. So I quit all nicotine altogether.
Yep. And that probably especially if you still had the hard craving for it, probably made it harder
It
to
well, not honestly. The transition was pretty smooth.
okay.
I really haven't had any bad. Like every now and then, like weirdly enough, every now and then I'm like, I'm gonna go outside and smoke, and I'm like, oh, I haven't smoked in like 2 years. Like it's still weird,
Yeah.
like every now and then, but for the most part, I feel fine. Like I just
Okay.
quit it.
That's good.
Yeah, I was really hoping I was gonna get this other job that was change my schedule around. Wouldn't have to go in there as early. I was start at like 7. It was like 7 to 4, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
The timing was much better. I was like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna get a gym membership. I'm gonna be at the gym at like 6 a.m. before work.
I've got a gym membership. I visited every morning at about 3:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. It just I changed Jim to John. Or John to Jim, and it works out great now.
close.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you're paying for the subscription.
69 420.
69. Yeah, man. So anyway, that's kind of been what I've my thought processes on different the books and the writings and the stories and like I just did I
Yep.
roll that shit all the time. Just pops in my bear down on it long enough. The board game is open enough to where I don't have to worry about like individual characters and all this stuff. Like I just work
Mhm.
on mechanics and
Yeah.
or what I really want to nail down more of that. I got another buddy of mine that's a tabletop guy, and he's agreed to like help me lay out the book and stuff when I get ready for it. So
Okay.
hardcover. I guess it'd be rule book or game book or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Module.
Yeah. Okay.
That's that's kind of the plan for it. I just need to get back to it, figure out how to design, be able to play it online, or hire somebody to do that. It's like
I
here's
mean, you've
here's
also
the
got the
here's the rules for this game. Make it work on roll 20. You know what I mean? Like I'm
have you
not good.
thought about seeing how Super Grok could do it? Because
No,
supposedly Super Grok is like actually like full coding games.
yeah, I haven't actually messed with that much. I probably should. I can't get away from like hentai. It's I just like I start going on. And I'm like, yeah, let's do this. Well, what if it was naked? And then I
Well,
go off on some weird fucking tangent.
I mean, that's the good thing about Grok. You can't do any not safe for
No,
work shit
yeah,
on it.
no. I asked.
Um, Horrible, terrible. God, I'm so glad Stable Diffusion exists. I mean, what? Um,
Yeah.
but no, seriously though, I've seen people talk about making. I mean, somebody's made a, from what I understand, a full Flappy Bird clone by just giving it a very simple prompt, and it literally made the game look identical to Flappy Bird. So that's where I was curious. Is maybe I wonder if you could get some sort of working because supposedly as long as you use the think function, which is a super grok function from what I understand, you can make some pretty legitimate startup points for video games. So maybe you might be able to use it for
I tell you
coming up with something.
what's really cool now. I've found some other AI and stuff. The progression and just the are how much more detail and stuff you can add, and then like you can get in the super nitty gritty prompts with like 1.5s and like point.
Hmm.
But honestly, just like you type out a scene and it gets
And
pretty
it,
close.
yeah.
But,
Um, I was listening to Musk talk about it. There was a clip I think circulating around from where I think he was on Joe Rogan, and he's saying in 5 years it's going to be you can talk to a robot and you won't, or talk to AI, you will not be able to tell it's AI. He says
yeah, it's already
it all depends on how this year goes, and he says specifically with Grok, he's thinking they can get that. And he says if this next year goes, he says there's going to be it's going to explode in 5 years.
which, in all honesty, though, it's really hurting me from getting a new graphics card because I want to build a new PC. God damn it, AI, you sons of bitches, buying up all the fucking graphics cards, man. Damn.
Well,
It was crypto
I
miners
think
like last year and year before, and now it's fucking AI fuckers.
honestly though, I think a part of it is there are sites that it's probably better to use a pay by the hour sites to do generations. Like if you're gonna go
Oh
do
yeah.
like like for me, if I wanted to do anything in actually like serious level like video generations, I do not have the money to buy the graphics card to do that.
No,
You
no.
need that
Yeah,
48 gigabyte graphics card and
yeah.
stuff.
No, no. I'm not talking about buying one to use on my PC. I want.
Yeah.
Well, my graphics card's now 5 years old. Like it's running out of
Yeah.
hitting the end.
But I mean, like if you're wanting to do like
So for me, I just want a new
high
graphics card
end,
just to be able to play more games.
yeah.
I just
Yeah, no,
new
I
one.
get that. I'm just saying if there's like if you get that itch that you're wanting to do it for more AI, I would probably look at a paid
Yeah.
site for that does per hour generation stuff.
Well, there's like you buy like tokens.
Well, no, 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 no. So what I found is from a little bit of looking into it, you don't want to do token based uh purchases. You don't get the value of it because it's per generation that it drains the token. Where there are sites, I can't remember the one that I was looking at, but it's you pay by the hour to use it. It's like $2 an hour. But you're cruising on like super high end graphics cards, and so what may take you 3 minutes to generate, okay, you get to generate it. 20 times now in that hour to see if you're going to get it right. And you've only paid $2. Where if you pay per token, it's maybe 5 tokens or 10 tokens a generate. And if you generates it bad or something messes up, well, there you're out the tokens and it's going to get you to spend faster. Where if you're on a time based system, you get to generate it per hour and work on it as if it's your own PC.
Yeah, weirdly enough, too, the AI hits me in a weird way because it's like a slot machine. Hold the handle on it and see what it comes. Keep pulling it until potentially you
You
get
get
what
the
you want, or you do a little tweaking on the prompt or whatever. Yeah, it's like a gamble. Kind of.
the people that actually know what they're doing though, it's less of a gamble and more of a refinement. Like the first couple is just to get the general idea,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then once they get it, then it quickly turns into let me refine this real quick.
yeah. Well, that's kind of
So,
what I end up doing. But then, like once I get it refined, then I'll hit like randomize so I can get
well, let me see what
yeah,
happens.
basically kind of thing.
Yeah,
But no,
no, I
it's
get that.
I don't know. It's pretty neat that there's one token site that I've been using. It's like $10 for 10,000 whatever.
Hmm.
It's not that bad. And I can
Okay.
not like I'm spending hundreds of dollars worth.
Spend it on worse.
Yeah, or you can get hacked and people can just steal your money. All
Yeah.
right, let's we can jump into some
Hit me with your best shot.
articles. We got
Make sure you close your Pornhub tab first, so we don't get that
is
one up.
literally.
Oh, how would you feel about actually doing? Have you seen the article real quick about the girl who posted the video not only to YouTube but to Pornhub at the same time, and it was like a neural network while we're on the AI thing. She's talking about neural networks and she uploads it to YouTube and to Pornhub. Pornhub ended up getting far less views, but she made far more money because of the ad revenue difference on Pornhub. But yet YouTube, she made a bazillion more views, but she got hardly any money in the ad revenue.
Yeah, so to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I, I've never been monetized on YouTube. I watch a lot of
Mhm.
YouTubers. I listen to a lot of YouTube. Don't really know. I get a general gist of how it works, but I don't
Yep.
personally know.
So
But at the
I've had
same
my
time,
partner twice, 3 times
but at the same
now.
time, it really feels like YouTube is just straight up stealing from.
Yes, it is.
They're running their
100%.
ads. They're getting paid for their ads, but then they can
No
say,
matter what.
"Well, you don't get money from. We'll go ahead and keep the money. You don't get the money."
Do you know how accurate that is? I just lost my partnership on YouTube here about a month ago because I didn't upload a video in 6 months. Never saw that anywhere. And whenever I had signed up for anything, and it wasn't really posted around anywhere. So I lost it. So now they're making money on my videos. So now I'm basically somewhat semi view botting it to get my watch time back up so that I can just upload 3 videos real quick. And yeah, we're going to get my partnership back. But yeah, fuck YouTube and their algorithm stuff.
Yeah, I've been talking about going to Rumble. I haven't messed. Well, okay. So here's my biggest thing is like I do the podcast once a week.
Yep.
I'm very bad about uploading and editing.
Hmm.
So if I go into it like I need to focus on like actually doing content. Uh, but I've talked about doing a Rumble one and Rumble. So big thing happened last week in Rumble. I heard about this. So Dan Bongino gets promoted to deputy FBI.
Yep. I
He
know about that.
he has the biggest Rumble show
Okay.
live stream. Second to him is like Crowder, Mug Club, Mug Club.
Okay.
Uh, so second to him. Uh, so when they left, all of these people came together and they're doing what they're calling the lineup. It starts with I forget who it starts with, but like one creator, and then they raid into Steven Crowder's show, and then they raid into Tim Pool, and then they raid into the quartering. So there's like a 7 hour block throughout the day that you can just leave up, and it will just raid into these shows. And uh, Tim Pool was talking about it on his show. Is like he had 140,000 viewers, 70 something was they were hitting just as many on Rumble as they.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, but and that's Tim Pool's Daily Show or whatever, and then Tim Pool's signed up with Rumble, so now all of his like, what did they used to have individual members like a site or whatever? Well, now it's rolled into
Yeah.
Rumble. So
Okay.
you pay $10 a month or $12 a month or whatever it is for Rumble Premium, and you get all the premium access of Mug Club, Tim Pool's stuff. Like, so they've all kind of merged into that. So I feel like Rumble's getting bigger and bigger substantially. Like, and a lot more people are not happy with YouTube, not happy with Twitch, and uh,
Hmm. Oh, I mean, I literally told
yeah,
YouTube to fuck off,
yeah.
and the uh, customer support thing that I was talking to, I literally told them to fuck off and hung up because that was stupid. Because I literally was like, "This is bullshit. You've taken this away twice now, and now I have to earn this thing for a third time." So,
Yeah, and there's people making like AI shorts and stuff and just break it in.
yeah. Hmm.
I don't know, man.
Yep.
But that's my
Yeah, yeah, I was just curious, real quick, if you'd ever thought about, maybe I should just slam this on Pornhub just to see what happens.
yeah. I mean, well, I can't get on
Uh,
Pornhub.
that's right.
Moved, and then my camera lost focus. Come on, focus.
Focus on the mug.
Anyway, um, did you ever watch the podcast the other day about the amaranth?
No, I have been absolute balls deep in two projects, one light novel and then
Yeah.
another one. So I have not had time to do fuck all once
Well,
I get
I
off
just wondered
here.
because I think her story changed, and like I had said
Oh,
before.
really?
Well,
Because I mean, you had talked about it, and I kind of got a general flick
yeah,
of it. I saw an article as I was going to bed that I didn't read, but I kind of like looked at the quick basics of it, and it was basically what you had said.
her husband
So
actually was the one that did the shooting or whatever. I don't know. I'm
yeah,
still waiting for more like. Oh, there's like an actual police report. This actually happened. Everybody ran away, and everybody's alive and safe. And like, has anybody been caught or arrested yet? So like, still
this
could
is
be
just
it
seeming
still
like
could be staged.
publicity.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I don't know,
that's because I
man.
mean, somebody should have shown up at a hospital with a gunshot wound.
Well, yeah.
Just saying.
Anyway, that's more speculation stuff. Oh, you're speculating about this person who got abused. Like,
Listen, at this point, I would rather be a conspiracy theorist than to just take something at face value.
So the crazy thing about it was like she started reacting to like Asmon videos and stuff, and like was getting pretty based. Honestly, I was like, oh, horse can be. That's fine. That's
Mhm.
still a whore, but she can be based. Um,
Yeah.
it's just it's like a weird timeline. She got a bunch of flack for agreeing with Asmon on something. I don't know if that hurt her viewership, but then all of a sudden she gets
But like, okay, not saying he's right every time, but isn't he right some of the times
Asmon.
on some of his? Yeah,
Yeah, he is. The thing I enjoy Asmon, he does speak his mind, which is refreshing.
a little out there.
He does say what's on his mind. He doesn't really hold any punches or whatever.
Yeah,
But he is pretty much the middleist of them.
yeah.
Now, he does agree with a lot of things that like go against common sense, which honestly
Mhm.
is kind of middle of the road, but I guess it's also extreme right at this point because everybody's crazy. I got into an actual shouting match with a buddy of mine yesterday because we just didn't agree on things. It was so crazy. He's like, "You have been lied to," and I'm thinking, "You're the one that doesn't make any sense. Like, how am I the one that's being lied to?" It's like you believe. I feel sorry for you that you believe these things. Like, I feel sorry for you believe these things. We're just like I was like, we're in different realities right now. What the fuck's going on?
It's
Anyway,
amazing the time we live in.
yeah. But he's like, "Are we still friends?" I was like, "Yeah, we're still friends." He's like, "I thought you was gonna leave." I was like, "I thought about it, but I didn't. It's okay.
Because you're still my
We're
friend.
still
Damn it.
friends. We should be."
And
And
it's
the thing
okay to
is,
talk
like,
to people.
the thing that we were arguing about, it's like we should just been joking about it anyway. It was fucking stupid. Gives the Elon salute thing. I was like, I don't. He's like, he doesn't think he's a Nazi, but he thinks he did it on purpose. And but I don't think he just did it like my heart goes out to you. Like every other person that I've seen several other videos that did the exact same motion as him did. The way I feel about it, I don't know.
I've
Anyway,
been trying to find because there is one theory on that I've been trying to find, and I can't find a definitive answer on it. Is the few people I see say you have to realize that salute is not from Germany. It goes further back than that. And they say that the Romans had something similar to it.
yeah.
But there is no, in any card, this is where I defend it, saying I don't think that's completely true. Because if you go back and in some of the other articles, they show no um, no major painting or major carving shows that type
Well,
of
either
salute.
way, like the SS, the Reich one is beat
Yeah.
together, like at attention. Like there's a whole
Yeah.
like process up to same with like military, like the U.S. military salute, and up to
Yeah.
like there's a whole like process to it.
I mean,
And then
it's
there's people on the
very,
stage like oh, my heart goes out to you or whatever. I
yeah.
don't know. It's a weird thing to me, but anyway, let's talk
It's
about.
like you're allowed to go to certain angles. You can only go to here, or you got to be way up here, but you can't go anywhere in that weird, funny area from like here to here. You're not allowed to
Yeah.
go there, or else it's like, what timeline do we live in now?
Well, we live in a timeline of Assassin's Creed Shadows that came out this week. Segue, let's
Heck
go.
yes. It finally released, ladies and gentlemen.
The ass Creed game is out. The ass
So
in
are you going to be
Creed.
playing
I am
Assassins?
not. I'm not.
Okay.
I am putting
Boycotting?
Ubisoft up there with EA as any other. Which is honestly kind of sad because I did actually and I still might, I don't know, but the fiction game looks kind of cool and it's getting pretty good
Mhm.
reviews and stuff. Um, even if it is what I call scissors, because when I first saw
Mhm.
it, it was just two women, and I was like, "Oh, it's scissors," and that's just what I fiction is pretty close.
So has there been anything positive actually said about this, like legitimately?
Okay, so
It's like I've been outside of the, like I said, I've been outside of the loop. I know there was a bunch of backlash over the basics of, the black Japanese thing, over could have been, this person over that. But I'm just curious, has there actually been anything that you've heard that said, there's been good come out about, oh yeah, no, this actually has a pretty sick, storyline. The gameplay is
um,
revolutionary. Has there been anything like
no,
that?
no,
Okay. So it's still just your
I
normal Assassin's Creed game.
I am seeing. We'll look at the reviews. It's getting like high praise reviews from these review critic sites or whatever the fuck.
Paid,
Eights, nines, tens.
paid.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically the way I see it. There was one guy who was like, I give it a 10 out of 10. It does have some bugs in it though. It's like, well, then it's not a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, no, you can't be 10 out of 10 and be buggy.
Yeah, you can't. Well, it's got a few things that I don't really like about it, but it's perfect. That's not
Nope,
perfect.
that's not perfect.
That's not how perfect works.
Nope.
Um, and then they did this amid concern about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Ubisoft confirms day one patch that makes it tables and racks and temples and shrines indestructible. I watched another podcast today where they talked about this. Like this is not necessarily even new in like there's destructible environments, and you've been able to like fuck up stuff. But like I think they got so blatant with this game, and it got pointed out by so many people that even like Japanese like ministers and like the government got on this. But then they also did a bunch of stupid shit where they said, "Oh yeah, we researched it. It's going to be historically accurate." And there's like people were like watching the trailers like this is not even fucking close to being historic. Like this is like insulting. They put in like Chinese symbols and shit on stuff. Uh yeah, there's like several pieces like this like physical fucking statues and stuff like pre-order bonuses had Chinese fucking symbols on the armor and shit like that. And then like different things like it just did nothing matched. They were like, "Oh, this is a dragon, is like a Chinese dragon and shit." Like they just just keep digging themselves further and further in the hole. They did something with the Tory Gate was one of the things, like a
This
half Tory Gate, which was actually survived after the nuclear bombs went off. But they had like Yasuke and then they did like perched on top of the half Tory, which is like extremely insulting or whatever. It's just like a whole bunch of stuff that like they didn't take the time. They Googled it, they asked somebody about it or whatever, and they thought they knew, but they and
Yeah,
yeah.
this that's as somebody who wants to make a game someday, and especially like a large scale game. Thankfully, mine is belongs in a fantasy world again, off my light novel idea. But I would still like if I'm going to make it accurate to the game. I would be saying I would put a whole team, whether it be two, three people, whatever is. You got to make sure that this continuity is there. If it's in the book and it said this happened and this was done this way, it needs to be done this way here. Like, and that's what with like the game. If you're going to say you're going to make something historically accurate,
So
you have one job.
Sucker
And that
Punch,
job is to not mess.
Sucker Punch was praised. Tsushima. It was like this is super accurate. They they paid a lot of homage to things. Very
Mhm,
well done, and like I think Japan even like made them honorary. Like the town and the island of Tsushima region or whatever, like gave them like honorary status or something
mhm.
for making this game, and it was widely regarded as everybody really loved it. And like it wasn't perfect. Like they had some modern day stuff in it that was kind of dumb that didn't really fit, like the female samurai stuff, and I'm, it's whatever whether that was real or not. But either way, it was done well enough that it didn't matter. It wasn't so much in your
Yeah.
face. The Yasuke thing, and and I think the the biggest fuck you was to fans like me as an Assassin's Creed fan who's played almost all of the games. Uh, has said since the first one, like I can't wait till this game goes. We get to play as fucking ninja because it just and then
Yeah.
Ubisoft is like, yeah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. That's stupid. Or like we're not gonna do that. And then like Ghost of Tsushima comes out, it's like, oh look, we're going to Japan. And then they shit out this Yasuke thing, and that's your playable character in Assassin's Creed. Fucking why? Why? That's not. You're not in this. Walk around in like you're a 6'6" guy in gold armor. That's not very fucking sneaky, bro.
I mean, you can try, but the immersion is kind of broken.
Yeah.
But I mean, what about the chick though?
I guess she plays like a ninja, but at the same time, you get like I don't. It's whatever.
I'm curious. Did she end up hitting that bar though? That did it? She at least did her play style end up being kind of that power fantasy
Well,
that you had hoped for,
not really either because
or did they not make the game enough about like true ninja
I don't
play
know.
style to be able to?
I haven't seen a ton about it or whatever, but
Okay.
um, I think it's probably fine. But at the same time, these Assassin's Creed games, which has gotten really weird, where they started doing this RPG shit, and then like not high enough level, whatever, you can't actually assassinate people. Like you hit them in an assassination, and it does like a third. You can't actually kill it. You know what I mean? Because they have a level. They're a level 23 or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really make sense. Like in all honesty,
I
and
remember that from Oasis or Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Yeah, is there where most of my issue though I think was I ended up getting them alerted just at the last second. So when I went to stealth kill them, go to sleep.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there going, "You're very much not asleep," and now I got to fight you.
yeah.
But the leveling, as long as you played the game quote unquote properly, it wasn't a big deal. It's when you bum rush one idea very quickly or go complete scroll brain and you end up in a zone that's not. I understand why you do it from an RPG standpoint, but I will say I did not play the old Assassin's Creeds. Odyssey was my first full one. I messed around with, I think, 3, and then I went back to Black Flag that I had started Black Flag. Actually, no, it was Black Flag that I started on,
Yeah.
but I never played it that deep. I was like, "Okay, this is cool. I wanna save this. I'll play this at another time." It never happened. And then I went back, played Odyssey because I think I had bought it because I mean I love the Greek idea, the Roman
Yeah.
Greek stuff is cool for me. And then I saw you starting playing. I'm like, yes, I've got to go back and play this now.
Yeah. And I don't know. I put a couple hundred, like 150 hours in that game or something like that. Like
Hmm.
I played it a bunch, and I had fun with it, and I didn't mind the RPG elements either. But it does get to the point where it starts to break stuff. Um, I don't know, man. I'm gonna watch more stuff about it. I'm not gonna buy this game. Not gonna give them money. The simple fact is, like, they did this. They've went through this whole thing, and they just don't care. To me, they don't care
And
about the gamers, and I don't know if they even understand how to make games. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like Ubisoft put out nothing but shit last year. Literally all shit. Everything.
well, you got to remember, Ace, the game just wasn't made for you.
Well, that's the problem. When you don't make games for anyone, nobody buys them, and you go broke. So, but then you double down on making anyway. So anyway,
Yeah.
um, we'll see. I don't know. I'm curious to find out what combat and stuff is from that one guy that I listened to this morning that was playing
Mm.
it on a live stream. Like he wasn't super impressed. He's like, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? Like, why won't you die? Like I wasn't even watching. I could just hear him talking about it.
And you could tell.
Yeah, and then like
Um,
yeah, so
but I will just put out this warning to anybody who looks at reviews. If they rate Call of Duty anything above a 8 since Modern Warfare 2, you do not trust these companies on their reviews at
no,
all
no, no.
because every Call of Duty is game breaking or game defining 10 out of 10 masterpiece when everybody else in this world who's played a Call of Duty game since Modern Warfare 3 has known they've all been shit.
Well, all these like DEI sloppa games that's come out in the last few months, several months. All these like IGNs rated them super high. Everybody's like, these games are really fun. They're not. Dragon Age Veilguard, IGN gave it like a 9 out of 10. These people are like, oh, it's super. It's like nobody Dragon Age Veilguard was free on PlayStation Plus this month.
Already?
This month, yeah, free on PlayStation Plus this month. Last week they came out with an article. Nobody is playing Dragon Age Veilguard, even though it's fucking free.
The
So
game's just not made for you.
it's not made for you or anyone else. Um, yeah, so they had this mid concerns about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Ubisoft confirms day one patch to
Mhm.
make tables and racks in temples and shrines indestructible. Okay, that's fine. Um, but so Ubisoft does have a plan B though. Their game, if it and they are going to sue you, Ubisoft. Oh, we got cheap viewers up in here.
I got him. Okay.
Um, Yeah, so they're just gonna sue you if you harass about this game. The publisher is prepared to protect its staff from personal abuse when the game is released. Uh,
Okay, so this sounds clickbaity as hell
yeah, it definitely.
because I'm sure it's physically about actual like abuse and harassment to employees, which yes, 1000% if I was a company and you tried to harass my employees, yeah, no, you're going to get the fucking hammer.
Here's the
But
thing, though: if you're on social media in the public, post about this game, people are critical about it on social media, which is a public place.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's
Yeah,
Obviously, you don't break the law. You
yeah.
don't incite violence.
I'm
You
not going to send you a death
don't do
threat. I'm
death
not going to
threats
say
and none of that
you need to
shit.
die.
But you can be
No.
like, you're bad at your job.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't all me. Well, you were on a team that was bad at their job.
Hmm.
Okay. Anyway,
Or
numerous
your boss just sucks,
yeah.
and you had to do what your boss said
So we got an update too that came out. This article
a
has
little
previously
while ago.
stated that according to the original report, Ubisoft had presented anti-online harassment in the C- CS, which is the name of Canada's National Crypto Logic Agency. Fuck. Although the source article does refer to the CSE, says that the plan was initiated in Canada. Okay, so it's Canadians. You're here in spirit. Thank you for being here, Nightingale. Well, welcome in, B. When you get home, get your ass in here, spirit. Anyway, um, yeah. After numerous delays, the game finally set to release on March 20th, so it actually officially comes out today. Xbox Series X, blah blah blah. But it has been subject to more than its fair share of controversy since it's originally announced. You need food and first, sassy pants. Then get your damn food and get in here. Aloha, Ellipticus. What the fuck are you doing too, man? What's going on? Uh,
There.
the most notable talking about. What the fuck is that sentence? The most notable talking about is the co-protagonist Yasuke, a black samurai. Some have accused Ubisoft of being woke by featuring Yasuke in the game, even an actual person in real life, but not a samurai. The game's director Charles
This
Bijwa.
person has to not be English first language.
Who? What?
The person who wrote this article.
Uh, yeah, maybe Chris Sculion. Anyway, I'm gonna read
Okay,
these.
never mind.
Uh,
I was
Charles
gonna say
Bin.
that almost sounds like they were trying to say something else, but they didn't put it in. Because you're right, the most notable talking. It's probably supposed to, instead of about, it's supposed to be the most notable talking point is about.
Yeah,
He missed the point.
yeah,
Is what it looks like.
it's a missed typo. Um,
Yep.
Games director Chris Benoit has defended the decisions, previously telling the Canadian press that Yasuke was chosen so players can discover Japan through the eyes of a foreigner. At the same time, he does. Nevertheless, the decision to lead led to anger in some sections of the video game community, which has reportedly led to the Ubisoft making preparations for potential harassment incidents that may occur after the game's release, according to French publication BFM. French coded language, man. Nobody. Fucking French company, bro.
It
So,
sounds like the people who are gonna probably buck the hardest are gonna probably be the Japanese.
which yeah, it has been.
Because I'm gonna be real, from my aspect, I would just not
Oh,
care from where I'm at. I am an American playing a game. I'm not going to care about the micro details of it. I just would want a cool story. If it tells a cool story, cool. I'm happy about it. But when it when it comes to being a tale that's telling something, in this case of, if it was to say, if we switch this to something that we could technically, relate closer to, would be, they say they're going to make a historically accurate Revolutionary War story, Koth 3. Um, where they're wanting to go down the Revolutionary War. And they say they want to make that historically accurate. But then the next thing you know, it's we're fighting Mayans and aliens show up and all this stuff that doesn't belong. And next thing you know, the Russians are here and we're going, that's not historically accurate. I would be upset because I'm like, that's not how the Revolutionary War went. So I would see the Japanese being far more upset, or people who are very tuned into enjoying Japanese culture and stuff like that. I could see them being far more angry and um, critical than somebody like me. So I could see it being they're having to deal with more the Japanese people giving them serious flack. And then just people that like to parrot stuff to be the cool person, because there is a group of people on the internet who will back an opinion just to parody, be
Resentment
like, "Yeah, we're
can
parodying.
grow
This
quietly
is
with
terrible."
Dude, okay, bro. Okay, we gotta look at this. There was this
Okay, okay.
also was brought up too. Don't know who the fuck they did. Green, green. To this, the voice.
resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
Mushrooms. The smell of dirt, grass, and rain.
Resentment can grow
Oh,
Resentment can grow and
quietly without
grow
much
and grow with the sun and okay.
hey Aya.
Fuck me sideways with
uh,
Hey Ara, I'm sure you can talk far better than the current voice acting in Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh fuck yeah, I'd shred those Assassin's Creed Shadows voice actors so hard their ancestors would feel the burn in their fucking graves. Those
Jesus.
limp dick
She's got
whiny ass performances
fucking
sound like a
dirty
bunch of
mouth
virgins
on that
trying to
AI.
whisper their way through a blowjob tutorial.
Golly.
Unhinged mode Grok is the best.
resentment can
Yeah, I haven't messed. I was listening to.
Yeah, no,
This was
Unhinged Grok.
this was brought up like I guess there's like several fucking.
Is that for real?
Yeah, that's legit in the game. This is a scene from the fucking game.
Literally, go download Grok and use that AI. And get that voice. 'Cause that
Assassin's
sounds
Creed voice acting is so bad.
thousands times better.
resentment can grow quietly without much warning after a storm. Mushrooms can too. Shiitake?
So oh my god. So yeah, so there's
I
that.
can't believe that made it into a game.
This $230 collection.
That's
Yeah, and I guess there's a lot of that stuff. There's a lot of well, there's some. Well, you know how gagey they were in feudal Japan, right? So apparently you could have the female ninja can hook another female, and then Yasuke hooks up with a non-binary samurai because that was a thing hundreds of. He
I want
also-
to fact check that, but I don't want to get canceled because if the answer doesn't come out to what they think it's gonna be, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm thinking that there was death involved in one of those answers
So
in traditional.
so somebody brought it up like there's some, like weird pedophilia stuff in like the monk or kind of
Mhm.
religious sect thing
Mhm.
that could have caused some of these people to be little femboy types. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a possibility that could be real, but like, did it need to be in the game? I don't think.
Yeah, that's a big. That's.
They're like,
I
well,
mean, let's be
you
real.
don't have to, like have romantic stuff or whatever. It's like you don't have to put it in the game. Like like Ghost of Tsushima didn't have like it implied like a flirty relationship with one of the female NPCs in the game, but like they never hooked up. You never went on a fucking date or nothing. Like you like
Mhm.
drank sake after a battle or some shit. That was the closest you got to like a date. There wasn't. It wasn't like a. It was during a war. Like what the?
Yeah.
Why? I don't know, man. So take mushrooms.
What era? What era roughly is this Japanese game?
Well, this is it's Oda Nobunaga's reign because Yusuke was basically he was like a pet to Oda Nobunaga because Oda Nobunaga was a fan of Pokemon Nemo. Was like a fan of these.
There you go.
And like
that is actually something more worth looking at than this. It finally arrived.
anime jiggles.
Something. Yep.
Wait! I got something.
Oh yes, bring out Jill.
We haven't
Jill.
seen Jill in a minute.
What?
Jill's always
This
good
is
at her
our
job.
on-site reporter Jill Goal Physics.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She always forgets to
Can
turn
you
her
run that
mic
back
on.
one more time? I think she's got another report.
Oh yeah, she does. She does. Right here. We got it right here.
Okay. Yep.
She always forgets to unmute her mic though. Like she's really bad.
Darn.
I know, right?
Well,
really not.
maybe we just need to stop the peroxide, and maybe we will get the unmute button. Yep. Next time. Lucky next time.
Jill Goal Wobble is what I
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Assassin's Creed is ass.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm still waiting on when they're gonna whip out their lawyers because I don't know if y'all have already talked over it or not. I mean, I just got home.
Stay away! This a wrong.
Hear that?
I just got home. Stay away!
Yep. I heard it.
Who killed my mother sent you?
What? Nobody has sent me to harm you.
I prayed
Yep.
to the kami to make me a spirit too, so I don't have to be lonely and scared. It's ready!
So wait.
It's ready!
Sit.
You should see what she can
This
do. with
looks
her
like
full
ass.
garden.
I'm not gonna lie. Like this
Those
doesn't look good.
vegetables grew thanks
Look at her
to
lips.
you now, eh?
It definitely is.
forgotten
It's definitely
what kind of
Japanese.
disease
It's
you can have them for.
fucking weird lip flaps.
I want to plant a new garden. No, we're not leaving. I'm going to help Matsu grow a garden, and you're
Why
going
do
to make
all
her
of them
smile
sound the same
because
so
she
far?
makes you smile. And you haven't smiled in months.
If you stayed, Auntie Matsu could train you to be a shinobi like me.
Really?
No.
She's not too old?
I could train
Burn.
you. I have some fire in me yet.
So, we're staying then?
What is this ugly ass model?
I didn't make them right somehow.
We will stay for one season.
This is awful.
It's
This
not-
is actually awful.
Not good, man. Not good.
If you want to see some actual good voiceover for that, just what is it? Look up Kung Pao.
Oh yeah, Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
Love Kung Pao.
Much better. Yeah, man, it's I don't know. I have no words. Like I just feel like they could have done much better.
They could have. They could have actually given a shit. They could have actually done their job. Instead of just pussyfooting around and virtue signaling like they've done for the entire goddamn time. And then lying about it.
Yeah.
But you know what? They wanted to sit there and say, oh, we can make a good product. We can make a good product. Watch us. We've watched Ubisoft. We've watched for a couple years now. We're not impressed. We're still not impressed. And I don't think we're going to be impressed.
I feel like 90s.
You could make a whole ass new game
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, I talking
Shiitake.
No, I'm looking up to see if that's actually historically correct.
all the
Shiitake?
the gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was another VTuber did a report on it. There was like some kind of, I forget what they were called, something boys or something, but it was like a monk. It's kind of like a pedophilia ring. Anyway, um, there's also like other inaccuracies too. They were talking about the watermelons because there was like watermelons in like street cart or whatever, but then there was cherry blossoms in the background, and people were like, "That's not how that works. That's not how time works." Because like cherry blossoms bloom in the spring and watermelons grow in the summer. So like those two things should not be together.
Oops.
And putting watermelons out with the black with juice game is like, oh, that's super racist.
Oh,
Watermelon.
Chigo. That's the word you're looking for, Nightingale.
Cheeto?
Chigo.
Chigo.
This article explores the representation of Chigo, adolescent males attached to Buddhist temples or aristocratic households who are educated, fed, and housed in exchange for personal, including sexual, services.
Gross.
Mm.
Yeah, so this is looking like around the 16th century, it was not common, but not uncommon.
Exactly. It wasn't exactly smiled upon. It was a
Because like
thing that happened
I know
in the
very
past.
little about Japanese history in general, like outside of Oni-chan and Baka. You know, about past that, and what anime tells me about Japan, that's as far as I go.
I used to really enjoy learning about
I like the mythology stuff.
Yes, mythologies. I've also liked world history. I hate American history. Okay, it's just like with all history, it's a lesson in insanity. We're just doing the same shit over and over again. But it's more fun to watch other people fuck up.
Yeah.
I'll post a link in the chat if anybody's in the chat, and good deep dive on the Assassin's Creed. Go watch this guy's video. He does a really good job of describing. All right, we got some more article stuff here, but I didn't care.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, did a little bit of digging on it, and yeah, it's not something you would. From what I'm reading, this isn't something you would want to put in a game because this is getting on like that you don't want to talk about it type thing.
Exactly. That's why
but they
everyone
tried
was
to
so upset about
glorify.
it.
It seems like they tried to glorify this to be more what we would accept modernly, which is not what it was. If kind of what I'm looking at here. But I'm not going to get into it because I'm not going to get canceled on somebody getting triggered over me looking at this. Trying to look at this down the middle of does this belong in a video game or not?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they were supposed to be used as save points? ?
What's that?
Boys.
They were save points?
I might be wrong, but it's something I've heard through the grapevine. So
in
if
the
anyone
game?
is,
Are you talking about in the game?
No, we're doing save points in real life now, motherfucker.
Well, I don't fucking know because that doesn't even track to make sense of what. Okay, so the whole thing was there's supposedly Yasuke. There's like a gay hookup or whatever. He hooks up with a they them non-binary person that they assume might be the Chigo boy. Could possibly be one that's grown up or whatever.
Zatums.
And so, but anyway, that's how all this got started. I don't think it's There's also another romance that's even more controversial than the gay romance, and it's that Yasuke is hooking up with, I think it's Oda Nobunaga's sister, who was there was like a big taboo because she supposedly her line birthed like 18 emperors of Japan, something like that. And if she like hooked up with this random basically a slave because that's what he was. That's that's like super scandalous. Uh, anyway, we'll find out more about it as it goes.
Okay, so
progressing.
that would be a modern adaptation, according to what I'm looking at here. That the they them thing is a modern twist into it. That wasn't something during.
Yeah. So well, they did a lot of that stuff. What Yasuke like was a real person. He was not a samurai. He was not like all of the exploits and stuff that was supposedly they were all made up. It's all fiction. Like it's been proven that it was none of these were actually real. Like the guy that was cited as an expert,
a glorified pet.
the guy that was cited as an expert on Yasuke was also the guy that wrote all of the stuff about it. You know, like he's the only one. Honestly, one white dude in Japan wrote all this shit about Yasuke. Like there's no like official history stuff. Like this has all been anyway. So there's that point. And yeah, he was a sword carrier. He was not a samurai because like I said at the very beginning, like samurai is like a noble position. You have to be appointed that position through family bloodlines and clans and stuff. Like it's not a wake up and you're gonna join and become a samurai. Like samurai is like was like a bestowed title upon, like a knight. But so there's that point. A lot of this historical inaccuracy crap. There's a female sumo like NPC character in the game, which is like that doesn't track. It's also like war and famine time, and you got a 250-pound sumo chick that's kicking people's ass. Like, how does that work? Like, if it's famine time, like you can't. How do you put?
Bitch
down
got
that much
really
weight?
fucking lucky.
Yeah, like you're just a fucking bully stealing everybody else's food or whatever, you know.
I mean, that brings a whole new thing to Dami Mommy.
Yeah, I guess. That's pretty gross looking. I'm gonna touch on this real quick before we jump into some videos, some trailer reaction stuff. I'd seen this and I was kind of curious about it, because I am starting a new religion.
Okay.
It's the anti-ad religion. We refuse to watch any devil spawned ads on anything. So Discord heightens ad focus by introducing video ads to mobile apps in June. So if I open Discord to like respond to a message or some shit, it's gonna like automatically play that stupid bullshit ad stuff in the back. Is that what it's gonna fucking do to me?
Dude.
So we need to find a new service that's not Discord, because fuck Discord. They're also super liberal gay. Like Discord is just
got
fucking
the goddamn server set up, man.
Yeah, well, maybe you can copy and paste it.
I broke it 4 times. Snail had to fix it.
Yeah, you can break it the 5th time, man. It didn't delete it. Discord's mobile app will have video ads starting in June. The company has announced today that initial pilot for the video ads, which Discord calls video quests on mobile, it's still fucking advertisements, you greedy fucks. Will offer the advertisers the ability to showcase trailers, make impactful announcements, and highlight premium content to users. Oh, thank God. That's what we always wanted. Discord was proudly ad-free platform until March 2024 when it introduced ads to desktop and console apps. Those ads offer Discord users rewards for PC games. The ads are still, like, it's not as bad as other places' ads. They're still super annoying.
Are you talking about is it the thing that pops up at the bottom where you're like, where you go to...
Yeah, there's that. And then if like,
so that's not the same thing as just going in to watch a video. Like, it doesn't sound like that's going to be...
Well, yeah, I don't know. It says users of the mobile apps will see the video quest advertisements at the bottom of their screen, depicted below.
Okay.
Okay. So here's so it'll be like this. This shit here will pop up. Quest available. Watch our fucking mobile app fucking advert.
I've seen those pop up more than once. I just flick them away.
Anti-ad religion. Honestly, like I'm not gonna lie. Like if I see an ad pop up, I just want to boycott that company. Period. Like, oh, you're trying to advertise on Twitch, Taco Bell? Fuck Taco Bell. I'll never eat Taco Bell again. Fuck them. Trying to sell ads. Fuck you. Don't try to sell me stuff, you jackasses.
I don't want to be sold to.
I don't want to be sold to. I don't want to see your cringe ass goddamn commercial. One more piece of news that I thought was kind of interesting here was Our World version 050 update now available, adds crossplay, new storage system, and photo mode.
Congratulations, Power World.
Yeah.
Keep grinding that shit out, y'all.
Keep fucking over
Nintendo.
fucking Pokemon. Fuck those guys. Fuck.
Like, as much as I loved OG Pokemon, I cannot stand for what they are doing for right now. The absolute piss show that they are doing against Power World is just, it's sad. You are a grown-ass company. Leave them kids alone.
Yeah, you want to burn through some trailers? Huh? I found some Nemo games.
Oh. You know, it's kind of a hit and miss whenever you say that, because some of the quote-unquote Nemo games you find turn out to not be Nemo games. And
I actually have already pre-watched a couple of these trailers, and I know they're Nemo games. Okay? Like, there were some that I just watched the thumbnails. Ooh. Well, so there was like a big 3 hours game showcase thing that happened today, and I watched that before.
Gotcha. Understandable.
I actually did homework, which is weird. I never do that. Let's start with this one. Animal Use Protocol. I have no idea. Dude, it had a monkey on the thumbnail. I don't know. We're gonna find out together, guys.
Because of the monkey.
We're gonna find out together.
Trepidation. This place wrong. This place not right.
You say that about every place.
With insistence.
Planet of the Apes?
Smell wrong. Smell bad.
Smells the same to me.
Urgency. Move.
By the time about
now
Jones,
under hide.
Okay. If this
With
isn't
growing impatience, be quiet.
What the fuck?
Tickle, tickle. So what kind of Planet of the Apes shit is this?
I don't know. It looks kind of cool, like dark and
I'm
gritty
interested
looking.
so far.
You're sure this is the right way?
With indignation, pathfinding, very good. Better than smelly apes.
Talking to your mouse.
Better than run. Paralyzed terror. Smelly apes, run.
Smelly ape, run.
Run.
Oh no!
I don't think he ran fast enough.
Animal Use Protocol.
Yeah. Actually interested in that.
Not bad. Looks kind of cool.
I want to know what acid trip they were on to make that.
I think they smoked a bunch of weed and then watched all of the Planet of the Apes movies.
Hey man, you can smoke a lot of weed and I still don't get cool shit like that. I just get really fucked up nightmares in the same
you gotta
zombie
be watching
apocalypse.
all of the weird Planet of the Apes movies. Hi.
Damn, so I guess I should stop watching SCPs.
Probably.
Ooh.
All right. Painkiller. This is a Doom ass game.
Ooh, I haven't seen anything new about Painkiller in forever. Yay! I see my favorite guns already.
What the hell? Nope. Co-op.
Ooh, co-op.
I have a feeling we're gonna be playing this, Nemo.
Oh, most likely. I can highly recommend the older Painkiller Hell and Damnation games. My god, they are fun.
It feels like I probably have played it. Maybe.
I'm gonna have to play them for stream sometime.
Painkiller, fall 2025. Let's go. I dig heavy metal music. Let's go.
Let me see.
That I wouldn't touch it.
You're not a Doom guy?
Nah.
Excuse me. Let's see. So far, I have Painkiller Black Edition, Painkiller Overdose, Resurrection, Redemption, Recurring Evil, and Hell and
I've
Damnation.
never even heard of any of these games.
Join the Painkiller franchise. Get in here.
Never heard of any of that.
My bean! No!
Oh, all right.
I dropped my beans.
The Altars. Expedition Logs. Not your
The
typical
Altars
survival
is a
game.
unique blend of survival, adventure, and storytelling gameplay.
It's lame already.
Finding the right balance was one of our
It
top
seems like Death
priorities while
Stranding
developing the
.com.
game. We wanted the gameplay to push the story forward,
So
but
it's-
also make the narrative play a
It's like
significant
Vault,
role in
Vault
the final
Survivor
outcome.
game or whatever.
Long story
The
short,
Vault mobile.
I needed to
Yeah, the,
motivate myself
Fallout
to
Shelter.
survive.
Yeah.
Fallout Shelter
The
mixed with
Altars
Death
starts as a
Stranding.
typical survival game, yet you quickly realize there is more to it.
Oh, there's more than meets the eye.
You need to create the altars for their
It's
skills,
weird that we still use
which
the
will
same
be
brain
essential
cell
to survival. At the same time, this means bringing new characters to the story and making
No,
the
ugly as shit.
gameplay more complex.
Look like me.
The same goes for base building. What starts as a simple task of operating
Oh, what
a
the fuck?
functional base
What the fuck?
turns into a
I saw that. It
series
was a
of
big-ass
hard
wheel.
Big ass
choices.
wheel.
You are tasked not only with tackling ongoing problems
It is
and
Fallout
pushing
Shelter.
the mission forward. Your altar's individual needs will also need to
We
be
don't
taken
care about
care
your
of.
individual needs.
Finding the
You're
right
not a
balance
person, you're
will
part
be
of the
crucial for
machine.
success. Want to know more? Check out the next episode of the Altars Expedition Logs.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
No.
Except they all like
Yeah, that looks like a hell of a sausage party
they all
right there.
scan their ass. The whole team just scan their own faces into the game.
18.
Dark Mass. That was my girlfriend in college.
God damn it, man! I'm trying to eat. I don't want rice up my nose.
This place has been buried for centuries. Today is our chance to discover what no one else has seen.
Oh, it's a water game.
Reed, do you copy?
No.
Loud and clear, Alice.
The earthquake has turned everything
Hello.
upside down. You won't believe what I'm seeing.
There's a whole ass house down there. What the fuck?
Hey, drop me a crowbar. I'm gonna try to get in.
Water
I'm
world.
hooking up the camera now. Let me know if you're getting the feed.
Behind you! There's something behind you!
Oh, this is some murky diver shit, isn't it?
I've never seen anything like this before. What was that? I think I'm not alone down here.
Well, somebody already seen something else on the camera. That's what the Davy Jones. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
I think we
I'm
This-
interested in that one too.
What's that night?
Is this just
Horror games.
no? It's just like
I already have a fear of being killed underwater. Why not make it worse?
I'm just trying to put together where somebody's like, "Hey, I got this great idea. We're gonna make a diving game. We're gonna basically make Resident Evil, but underwater." I'm trying to put the connection how somebody came up with this idea.
Well, if it's like a game about phobias and fears and stuff, there's a lot of people that fear being like water, like automatically. That hits a fear, and then like it also hits in a weird thing too, because like like even in a game, like even if you're like watching something intent, like you can't breathe underwater. So if you get into the game, like it's like a weird stress thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a cool enough idea. It looks really good. See,
I'm very excited to
This
play
is the
it.
problem. Like, so the first game, the Animal Protocol game, like this one, both of these games looked really good. All the games that came out last year didn't really look that good. Like they all kind of felt even like PS3, none of them really, to me, felt like they stood out. Like it felt like in 2024 games regret. Like to me, this right here, and even the Animal Protocol game at the very beginning, that graphically looks like what it should be in 2020. So I don't know. I'm digging it. It looks pretty cool. I like smaller scale stuff. Like if it's just like a story underwater, it's smaller scale single player stuff. Totally down with that more than I am. They try to turn these like epic, whatever. All right. Got another.
What else you got?
Got another dark and scary game.
Industria 2.
Yeah. Get up. That is a busted ass looking shotgun, not gonna lie. See, this lighting and stuff looks. These graphics and lighting look really good.
Ooh, he wiggly.
Oh, shit.
Now you've alerted them now.
Nora, over here. Grab my hand.
Climb faster, bitch.
Thanks.
Now, this was toted to being like stomp.
Marlene, I need to find a way home. I'm just as stranded as you. God damn it.
But there
those
is
zip
a
lines.
sender at headquarters. I can show you the way if you help me arrive there in one piece.
Deal.
Don't trust her. Her hair slicked back. She's not to be trusted.
Nora,
What the fuck is this? Attack on Titan is that?
Before it became this.
A really hungry Titan.
It was a sorting algorithm meant to
We got
scrape the
spinny
universe
balls,
space
guys.
layer for data. I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dimensions.
I guess it
Oh
didn't stay
god
that
damn it!
way.
It's the fucking multiverse again. Laid out.
Oh
no. Death Stranding. I mean, it's basically the same fucking thing. We watched the Death Stranding 2 trailer last week. It was the most Kojima-ass
Welcome to the
Kojima
world
thing.
of-
Oh, this is the Nemo game. But yeah, the Death Stranding 2 is the most Kojima-ass Kojima thing that.
Oh god. That's a statement.
It's the Kojima-ing.
Yeah.
Kojima-ing.
All right. This is the Nemo game. Locomoto.
Welcome to the world of Locomoto, where your story begins with a simple, rusty train, which will become your new home. You'll take the role as train conductor, keeping your train in tip-top shape. Learn how to drive it and embark on a journey to help your hometown Barenpire solve its environmental struggles.
Environmental
Traverse
struggles.
and explore various stations and bring aboard quirky locals along the way. Pick a route and drive them to
Stealing
their
locals.
destination. And while traveling, you can of course service them to make sure they enjoy the ride.
You can service your clients.
Scour the world for resources and craft unique sets of furniture to furnish your train with. Customize the exterior and interior of your train to
crafting
make it
train
feel like your own.
Animal Crossing game.
There are many
if
things
this
to
isn't
explore
your
and
game, I
discover
don't know
in
what
the
the
world of
fuck it is.
Locomoto, so immerse yourself in this
Games.
cozy experience when Locomoto arrives on the 8th of April 2025 on Steam and on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Locomoto. Nemo-ass Nemo game. Oh, here's the other Nemo-ass Nemo game.
Oh!
Five Nights at...
I've seen Fighting Frankie.
This is Five
I
Nights
watched,
at Freddy, but a first-person parkour game.
Five Nights at Freddy's if it meets Fall Guys and Wipeout. This game has such bopping music though.
Quick update for you, lucky contestant. The other contestants have mysteriously died. Not sure how that happened, but oh well. You're still left. Over 3 stories of action-packed parkour obstacle courses.
Authorities have discovered 3 dead bodies on the premise of Frankie's Parkour Palace.
Only 3?
This is going to be a game show you won't ever forget.
What is that, a hellmouth?
The only reason the ones above decided to keep you around is because you're boosting the ratings.
The phone!
Our viewers are entertained. We aren't going bankrupt, and this isn't our last game show.
Here you go.
I've honestly watched someone play that game a couple of times now. I love the game. I really do.
Here was that one trailer I was telling you about. XXX Night Shift. Nightingale said he was interested.
You had me at the XXX point, but now let's see if it disappoints or
I'm sure it's going to disappoint.
You're just one of the billions of cogs, yeah? 3 jobs, 6 flatmates, no solar. That's you, innit? Cause you defo ain't peed up like them rich man are.
Oh, fuck, did they get the voice like this?
Controlling us through the algorithm.
They got a Jamaican man. Ooh, there's that TT!
I'm talking haute couture tactical vests for them.
I'm not crazy. I mean, like, this
Maybe
art style
polish
is...
their crops for them.
Oh, hello.
Maybe you
Hello.
even have a bit of a solar stack for yourself. You
I have
don't.
no. I need a translator.
But
Can
it's calm.
somebody
See, the
translate
thing about
Cockney?
this revolution, everyone's invited. Operation Lunch Break is go.
Lunch break.
Xenia Titania needs you. One last home delivery to get everybody fed or get them dead. If you don't know the past, you'll live without a future.
What the fuck?
Pre-order XXX Night Shift now and get instant access to Xenia's digital comic.
What the fuck is this?
It tells you nothing about the game.
Go back! I want to see the dog gun!
Yeah, the dog gun.
Hey, what?
The Poozy.
Oh.
Rat tat tat. I guess it's like a comic book? Visual novel?
I mean,
thing?
it's definitely modern British dialogue of sort.
Well, weirdly enough, it said San Francisco in the background of one of those.
But I mean, the person sounded like they were from
Office rules. Don't bend over or bend over. Here's all the positions you can. Don't touch the butt. Don't eat the banana.
No, that's just you got to say "good game" every time you do.
Don't play footsie.
Damn.
And
No
again,
hold
don't
hand.
touch the
No
butt.
hand holding is allowed. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck? I didn't see this the first time I went through. What the hell? Crazy. Okay, there's a XXX Night Shift. That's the thing we just watched.
It's Locomoto again.
Yeah, I guess I put it on here twice. Dinosaur survival
Deathground.
horror game, Deathground.
Ooh. Haven't had a good dinosaur survival horror in a while.
Yeah.
Not since like Dino Crisis.
What we were talking about. That's like some weird. Is that how that works? You just hide the grass from raptors?
No.
Do they smell? Guess not. I guess their noses are broken. No target. Quick, hide in the porta. Ah, shit! It's already in the porta potty. Damn it! I just needed to take a shit.
You already did.
Oh, you didn't need that hand, right?
That's not good. Hit him with the wine bottle. Get him drunk.
Only as good as the fastest gazelle.
Seems pretty rough.
It looks like it needs some love. Like
Yeah.
massive love. But I'll be keeping an eye on it. I'm always into a new dinosaur
Jaw
survival
drop
horror.
games. Yeah, I kind of wonder like if it's a bigger smaller studio. I can give leeway to smaller studios that make games that aren't like AAA quality and stuff. But like, it's
But all I kept thinking in the back of my mind is, "Welcome to Jurassic Park."
yeah. I mean, this is they clearly are very heavily.
Yeah.
Well, like they're breaking in, trying to steal like the DNA stuff samples. Yeah. But like, okay, what dinosaur fiction in modern
Independent
day
UK creator.
does not have that same like they've done Jurassic Park 6 times now? It's the same fucking movie every time. Like it's the same.
Yeah,
one.
basically.
Like, oh, there's dinosaurs. They got loose, and because somebody was trying to steal the DNA to make dinosaurs. That's
Someone was
literally
fucking around and finding out.
that is literally like the plot of every single Jurassic Park movie, and almost every other single like modern day dinosaurs in modern day fiction is all this exactly the fucking same. It's like, oh, somebody was making them. We're gonna try to figure out how they were making them, or whatever, or some shit. Like it's that kind of plot line. We're gonna steal the DNA so we can make our own dinosaurs.
Yeah.
There's not really any twists to that story.
No.
Here's the
Jaw Drop Games, an independent game studio based in the UK, has been around for over a decade.
Here's the Kingmakers, which is they're toting as like Helldivers, but time travel into shades.
I remember
Hello,
this
I'm
one.
Ian Fish from Redemption Road Games, makers of Road Redemption and the upcoming Kingmaker.
Wish Critical?
In Kingmakers, you travel back to the year 1401 to help the real-life Welsh rebel Owain Glendower conquer England. In reality, his Welsh rebellion was defeated and he mysteriously disappeared. So in 1401 England, you use modern weapons to help the outnumbered Welsh defeat English armies made up of thousands of soldiers. And everything in Kingmakers is real. The thousands of soldiers are all simulated. Furthermore, all buildings are fully navigable and fully destructible.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Thousands of soldiers can navigate complex multi-story castles with the same level of pathfinding fidelity you'd expect from a modern first-person shooter. Originally, we thought Kingmakers was going to be a cool simulation of what it would be like to go back in time with modern weapons. Would you be able to defeat a medieval army with an AK-47? Then we realized that if we're going to do this, we got to do it right. Medieval battles involve thousands of soldiers, so we're going to simulate thousands of soldiers. And this isn't like Dynasty Warriors, where soldiers kind of spawn into existence as you approach them. In Kingmakers, they're always there, running their AI.
I feel like this is going to be like very taxing.
Furthermore, we realized that a game with this scope, the player would want to be able to command his armies and fortify his own outposts, so it kind of grew for there. It's now something completely unique. A shooter with real-time strategy elements that rival Age of Empires, and shooting gameplay that rivals Helldivers and Space Marine. Today we're excited to share a little bit more about the destruction aspect of the game.
Civilization.
Every building, castle, wall, and tree in Kingmakers is fully destructible. You can blow it up with a grenade launcher, take it out with an airstrike, or maybe even demolish it with a tank. And none of the destruction is scripted either. It's all dynamic, courtesy of Unreal 4's fast physics calculations. It's one of the reasons we didn't switch to Unreal 5. We experimented with Unreal 5.1 and Unreal 5.3, but nothing has been as fast on the CPU side as Unreal 4 when it comes to physics.
Unreal 4.
Finally, we're excited to share that you and up to 3 friends can lead their own armies alongside yours and join in on your conquest of England in online co-op. This is the full campaign, full online co-op, no compromise. This means 4 players fielding armies of thousands, building their own fortifications and buildings, and attacking enemy bases either on their own side of the map or alongside you. We really wanted to make sure that all 4 players feel just as responsive to play as if they were all playing a single-player game or as if they were each playing as the host player, even if your ping is not great. Kingmakers is coming to PC Early Access and hopefully to all major consoles. We'll have more to share about the game later in 2025. In the meantime, please wishlist Kingmakers on Steam. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Because that's your time traveling. So.
The cat.
I mean, I guess you come from the future, so.
The gotcha bus.
That's brain rot in a nutshell.
Looks rad, man. It's throw everything at this game. All right, here's what I said. The female Doomslayer. Metal. Oh, it's straight up Doom. Like they just totally ripped Doom off.
These rings store thousands of citizen cores. Future inhabitants of Eden. You have to reach the top chamber and break the last remaining seal. Dropped straight into a hostile zone. This is exactly what hyper units were made for. Unleash your hyper power.
I know that voice actor. Can't think of it off the top of my head, but I know I've heard it.
Rip their cores out.
Rip their rip and tear.
You know you want to.
In the name of duty, courage, and truth, I will protect the citizens.
We are standing on the edge looking towards the unknown. See you on the other side.
Free demo. Looks rad. Another cool, like, first person shooty game.
I wouldn't play it.
I'm not really all that interested in it personally. By looks alone.
I'll try the demo, maybe. Yeah, I'm curious to see, like, if it does. It feels like it plays a lot like the new Doom. A lot of like dash and jump around and keep moving all the time, kind of thing. The last one. I know Nightingale is past his bedtime. He's going to turn into a pumpkin pretty soon.
Hey, you get up at 2:30.
Get up at 3:30 every day. We do kind of have another thing we could watch.
Play it.
Have you listened to any chat music stuff, Mike?
Yeah.
No? Okay, so
No.
I'll run you down the premise of it real quick. Basically, they take like a small clip of a video or something from the internet, and then they put all of the comments into an AI music generator, and then the AI music generator sings a song about all these filthy comments. That's the whole premise of chat music.
Okay.
This one's gonna be bad.
Try me.
Hang on. Let me get full screen here because this.
Syndrome, I didn't know they started making them like this. Once we all are linked, she might be down, but something is definitely slow Hudson and half away. I bet she is down to fuck. At least the commentate to say what's gonna hide. I need someone special in my life. I'm just one Selena Cole, Mass Jenny down the block. This is the rated R material I've been waiting for my whole life.
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh shit.
It was so short.
That one was pretty short.
Yeah.
Her pronouns are LBSKG, pounds and kilograms.
Often dread medical appointments because of blatant medical phobia. This appointment that I just went to, the provider was amazing. She asked me what my pronouns are, and then you ate her pronouns are. And she identifies as hungry. Were you crying out gravy? She has more chins than a
Chinese phone book. Pronouns are finger licking good. Pronouns are nom nom jabba the hood. We meet again. Necklace behavior. Pronouns are she ate them.
She ate them.
This is next level stuff. Hate from Houston, it's okay, girl. Keep your chins up. How the fuck did they find a vein to draw blood? Her pronouns are LBSKG. Her breath is delayed. It's turning Chinese. For fuck's sake. Feminist, lesbian, Peter Griffin. It's cholesterol, a gender. Call up the destroyer. Her pronouns are last chair bender. Her pronouns are 3, 5, 4, funk. Finally, bird finds a doctor he likes. Do your veins contain anything other than sugar and cholesterol? All these comments are so mean, though I bet she loves her all. Shut it.
She loves her all.
That one's not nearly as good as the other one.
Yeah.
But that one's pretty good.
Yeah. There's some fucking bangers, man. Like we've been watching them for a while, and I pretty much like okay. I'm gonna bring back a classic one for you here, just so you can watch this one. Call it a night. This is a classic one.
Oh no, the holy in the hole.
One says forgive me, Father, other says punish me, Daddy. Both get on their knees, both love missionary, amen. Versus 8 men, God I'm coming, religious versus delicious. One kneels to pray and one kneels to pay. Holy fans and holy fans, one gets good deeds and the other gets good deed. One says Christ is Lord, the other one pulls down the jaws. One begs for mercy, another screams for it. One is against abortion, one is addicted to it. One spreads religion, the other one spreads a leg. Both feel so hard, but in different contexts. The holy and the whole.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
It's super good, man. Super good. We love it. We've been reacting to these for a bit. They're the downs. If she's down, I'm down.
My personal favorite is Sniper's Dream.
Sniper Dream is really good, yeah. It's a minute 26.
A sniper's dream, 100 megabytes of memory. He has me forehead, and after head goes brains vertical. No matter who he races, he gonna have a head start. Frontal globe, remembers what happened to Mom. His barber stands on the second floor. Why can you still see his forehead with the comments open? Shut it! He got a lot on his mind. He's been told to hold that fort all his life. Bro sweat tries before it reaches his eyes. He needs bangs. Ready freeze will cause an avalanche. I wonder what time zone his forehead's in. Depends on which way he is facing. Bro starts every sentence with I know. His hairline went from landscape to portrait noise. He knows then in the previous reel. Bro's imaginations in 4K Ultra HD. If you drew an H on his forehead, Colby would survive. His forehead says 6'5", but his eyes say 5'9". The most epic heroic song of all time. Bro's forehead has a national anthem. Bro knew this would happen. Shut.
He knew it would happen.
Wow.
Yeah, man. There's if you can believe it,
There's so many good ones you can listen to through them.
They did
so many.
Snow White trailer reactions was the new Snow White movie, which comes out this week. Actually, I think.
I think it came out today.
Yeah,
didn't
I think it did
No,
drop
no,
today.
that
Yeah,
was-
so we're fixing to
Hang on.
hear all the shit talk about it because it's not gonna do.
Yeah, I don't foresee that.
2025.
Well, you know,
I'm pretty sure that's gonna flop.
Oh yeah, I mean it's guaranteed. Well, Zegler has been like the bane of this. Its initial.
So it's not out yet. It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah. So. But you know, it's now there's like rumors and stuff going around now that it's about to come out that like Zegler was terrible to work with and Gal Gadot and her were fighting the whole time. And
well, okay, but I'm just saying, we have to put this to bed real quick. Who's the fairest of them all?
Yeah.
Is no contest here.
Well, see,
I mean, they got goddamn Farquaad in a wig, okay?
See, they're trying to change it, or they say the fairest, and not fairest as in it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's fairest and who's the most kind and giving. That is what they're trying to change the language.
So basically, they should say who's the most generous of all.
Yeah, but it's fairest as in like who's the most kind and giving. That's what they're literally changing the language. They literally said at one point like, oh well, you know, she doesn't need to be saved by Prince Charming or whatever. She's her own independent woman, and she's going to be the
It's
girl.
going to be about finding out the woman she always knew she could be the leader,
girl boss.
I'm like, you know what? Just give me Prince Charming, okay?
The comments are like, I hope I've never rooted for the poison apple so hard.
Go apple, go! And the way she talks to the 7 dwarves, oh my god, if you haven't seen the little trailer for it, Nightingale, for how she talks to the 7 dwarves, my god, man, that's all you need to see.
I thought that was a whole thing they were not doing.
Well, they were going to not make it be dwarves, so they did not hand it out to any dwarven actors. So at first, they were going to do 7 magical people. And it was anywhere ranging from a 7-foot-tall black dude to a 3-foot-tall white guy. Yeah, no, male and female.
I'm sorry if Peter Dinklage isn't in this. I'm not interested.
Well, see,
Peter Dinklage is the reason that no one who was of a short person got hired, because he came out here and was like, "You're still doing the same fucking movie with the same fucking stereotypes." So Disney went, "Oh, so we can't hire short people. We got it."
Yeah, he climbed up on the counter and kicked the step stool out from behind him.
So when the magical people thing got out and people saw that it was like a mishmash group of what I, honest to God, thought it was a picture of homeless people the first time I saw it. And then I learned it was the cast in the field, like doing shots. And I'm like, oh. They then decided to go to CGI, and now we're stuck with these god-awful, uncanny valley CGI dwarves that she was talking down to so hard.
Yeah, she acts like a little
You're going to take the broom, and you're going to clean the cobwebs, and you're going to start cooking. Not, you can help me with this, you can help with this, and I'll do this.
It's a movie. You gotta do this. It's a movie that I will never watch, but I will know every single detail about it because I'm going to listen to everybody shit talk this movie.
I might pirate it just so I can see how bad it is, just so I can torment myself.
Yeah, much like Assassin's Creed. Like, I will never, like Assassin's Creed Shadows, I'm never going to play this game, but I'm going to know everything that happens in this game because I'm going to listen to everybody shit talk it.
I've told the folks who I'm currently living with, one of them being a fan, if they really want to see that game be played live action, all they have to do is send me a copy because I can't say no to a fan's game. I'll have to play it at least once.
Have fun.
He keeps staring at me whenever I say it, and I'm just like, please don't. He already wants to make me play World of Warships.
Yeah, that would probably be better.
No.
I'm saying it would probably be better than playing fucking...
Probably, but I don't want to be stuck in either of those games.
I've seen some of the games you play, though.
Do what, Nightgale?
I said you don't want to sink somebody's battleship?
No.
Okay.
Actually, it's not World of Warships he wants to get me into. It's War Thunder. I keep getting them mixed up.
That's the plain one, right?
It's got everything in it. Yeah.
I played Steel Hunters, like they had an open beta alpha. here a few weeks ago, and it's made by the same studio that does the War Thunder and Warships or whatever. And they made a mech game, and it's okay. Like, I don't know, it's kind of slow moving, but you definitely feel like you're a giant like mech. You get the fucking ligers. You can be like a robot tiger and shit. So.
All right, I'm gonna throw this out here since you're on the mech thing.
Uh-huh.
Why in 2025 have we not gotten a real first-person Gundam game? Like, you're in the cockpit controlling the Gundams.
Well, they did like have one.
Armored Core, but like,
well, there was the mecha. It was Gundam Breakers or something that came out last year, and I think it was like the 4th title in the series. That was pretty much Gundam.
But like, I'm saying first person, like you're inside the cockpit.
Well,
type
so even like Armored Core is not first person. You're inside the cockpit, but it's like
maybe it's not Armored Core, but I thought there was one that there was a mech game I played on PC decades ago where I was inside the thing. Because I remember playing it on my because I had a
Titanfall, was it?
No, I mean we're talking Windows XP.
Warrior or something.
Because I remember playing it with the joystick, and then going, "This kind of sucks to play with the joystick." Like it was working, but it wasn't like it was. It functioned, but it was better to play with a keyboard.
Yeah.
Because it was back during the Sidewinder phase.
Gundam Breaker, it feels cartoony, honestly. I'm looking at some of the games. As I don't know, it's not bad, but it doesn't. So I played Armored Core, and I'm gonna be honest with you, Armored Core feels like the perfect Armored Core 6 feels like the perfect mech game. I don't know how to describe it any other way. Because like you feel like you're in a mech, and the way you dash and move around super fast, or however you make your build. Like you can make your build heavy and slow too, but like make your build like quick and dodgy. Like you feel the momentum of your.
Okay.
Like it honestly is like one of the best mech games that I've ever played. Not that I've played a ton of them, but like feels really. And then but there was the Mecha Break game, which is the game that came out. I think there was another beta last week or something. And it's super popular. It had like 200,000 people play it. It's fun, but it's PvP, and immediately that turns.
Yeah, we know you don't have a PvP-ness.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with that. Castrated my.
It's okay.
No, I don't know. I'm just not gonna sweat like that shit anymore.
Yeah.
I did the Apex stuff for a while, and then I've done a bunch of like I get into those PvP matches.
Heck, I tried to do it with Breezer here 2 weeks ago. I tried to play Battlefield 4, and we kept getting kicked from every server we joined.
Oh, fun.
I was trying because I was going to show him the good old days of Battlefield 4. Couldn't get a match couldn't stay in it. We were both getting kicked.
Now, Mecha Break does have one thing that's super.
Okay.
Boob and butt slider, and this jiggle fizz in the creator. And then there's a point too when you die, when you get like killed or whatever, your pilot ejects. Goes to this like inside the mech cutscene of your pilot ejecting, and then, like with everything bouncing around as she ejects, and everybody's like, "This is the only game I want to die in." So, but I don't know. I may need to play it more. Like I played it one round, and I was like, it didn't make any sense. There was like a weird during the first beta. It felt like there was like a weird rock paper effect. Like these certain mechs were stronger against these other types of mechs, but weaker against shield bearers or whatever. And like I didn't understand the mechanics of it, and when you're thrown into a PvP match and you've got to like figure out what frames are better for different things. It's like that. That's fucking dumb. Like, let me go shoot stuff. That's why like Call of Duty makes sense because like you get a gun, it's either like a big sniper rifle or shotgun up close or like an assault rifle or whatever. But it's basically the same shit. Everybody's kind of on an equal playing field with their weaponry. And I like at least that makes enough sense to me. Well, all right, man. We've hit the time. Nightingale, thank you so much for jumping in last minute. I messaged him this morning. I was like, the bees abandoned me. So
I had to take my baby to the vet.
Yeah,
my
man.
baby's important. He's very upset. I have to go give him snackies. I'm pretty sure he is going to claw the shit out of my clothing. I still love him.
Yeah?
I think all cats are terrorists, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think
we'll let somebody else.
He's 13 pounds of terrorist.
That's a chunky boy.
He's my big dooley boy.
That is a chunky boy.
Yeah. So
Funnily enough, he's only like 2 pounds overweight from where he should be. I'm quite pleased with him.
I am definitely not 2 pounds overweight where I should be.
Same.
So I was telling Knight the plan this weekend. So I don't know if you. I don't honestly remember if I played 80 games. Not Nemo. But
I don't see anything written down for you. I've got Saturday repo, Sunday trend stream, and Friday tomorrow's with Kami.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna do a 48-hour fast.
Oh my!
I'm gonna eat. Well, it's probably gonna be tomorrow night at 6. Go to water till. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna succeed, but I'm gonna try on that. But
yeah,
I'm gonna be a cranky moment. I guarantee I'm gonna be hangry as shit. So I asked my roommate. She's like, "Oh, it's my birthday. I'm gonna be out of town this weekend." I was like, "That's probably good. I'd probably bite your fucking head off." We'll see. Hopefully, I don't punch holes in my wall. Weird rage or something. I don't know.
If he turns green, we know what happened.
Exactly. He needs his munchies.
You won't like me when I'm hungry.
The sun's getting real low there, big fella.
Quick, get him a Snickers.
Anyway, that's the plan. So, like I said, I don't know. I'll probably just be around the house playing Monster Hunter, I guess, or Balatro.
Sounds good. I'm still waiting on a couple of updates to hit Monster Hunter so it can maybe run a little smoother and not make me sick when I play it.
At least it doesn't crash now. Like I think they stabilized it enough.
Yeah, I've heard that the crashing is basically non-existent, but the glitching, the frame tearing, that's still happening a lot, and that stuff, besides giving me a headache, actually does kind of make me motion sick.
At least now, though, once you're I don't know, are you past the cutscenes and stuff?
Yeah, for the most part. I think
you get past the main story.
I beat the main story. All I have to do is like the high rank story now.
The transition between cutscenes and like
I'm still having me every time.
I'm still having a fun time playing the game, but at the same time, like it isn't unoptimized. Like it feels like it should be unacceptable.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm giving it more time. It's like I love the game. I'm always going to be a fan of Monster Hunter, but it needs some more attention before I can actively go to it and say, yes, I enjoy this game.
Well, I hope they, I don't know I don't even know what they need to do to fix it, because
I don't know either, but I hope that they can do something to fix the fucking frame issue, because either the tearings, the screen tearing, or the frame issues, one or the other, please.
It just sucks because like
but give it enough time and they'll fix it, just like they did with World and Rise.
Let's hope.
But until then, let Nightingale get some rest. Poor dude looks like he's about to pass out.
He's gonna be up in like 2 more hours streaming, so get you a power
go
nap.
take a nap,
old man.
Yeah. I gotta go. I'll probably be up another 30, 40 minutes. I got a couple things I need to wrap up on the computer before I go to bed.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna write you down for episode 69. You're coming back for episode 69, right?
Hey.
Yep. I got to be here for the funny number.
Yeah. So we got,
Of course.
got roughly 6 more weeks. So maybe by then you'll be closer to the book. Maybe a date for the book.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
So if I hold on, let me look at the. So 6 weeks would put us at. Let me bring up the work schedule. We should be getting close to finishing the art for the inner art. So yeah, we might have something at that point. We might have something at that point.
I'm gonna give you 6 weeks to give me a fucking date, bro. You got 6 weeks.
So the issue is, it's not necessarily. It depends on how the next. It's going to depend on how the next 3 weeks goes, because there's more to it than just that. Because there's a few other things that I'm also trying to do that revolve around the book as well. That's all I'm gonna say.
Multitasking.
So that might back it up some. So I need to have a little more confirmation on that. And there is technically, and I hate to say this, there is the technicality that if the artist that is working on the current major parts of this, so the covers, so the chapter covers and the book cover, if they do not kick it in high gear, I may have to kick them off that and give it to the other artist and move them to something else. Like, they do a great job, but they are slow as crap right now. So, but we'll see. I'll have more information hopefully by then. My goal is by that point, I want to have the book edited, ready to go for print. In 6 weeks, we should have all the art for the inner art mostly done. Because there is only 5 images left. So let's see what 6 weeks brings. Maybe we'll have some news by then.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, exciting.
You get it done. I'm gonna mount a fucking shelf back here and stand the book up.
Hell yeah.
I'll fucking make it part of the set.
Hell yeah.
After I read it or have somebody read it to me.
Yeah.
We get an AI. Can we get an AI translator?
Yeah. All right. Well,
cool, man. Well, thank you for joining in. Everybody.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. This has been another episode. Will be episode 64. If I can remember, it's episode 64.
I'll send him a DM next Thursday and tell him it's 64.
Just have it only be the number 64. He can figure out the rest.
Like, what the fuck did you say?
Mario Party 64.
There you go. The answer to life, 42.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, everybody, we'll see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Take care, everyone.
Where's my OBS?
It's gone.
Give me a button.
No.